Oh. Actually, that's a Tinker counter that also... I mean, it's not like traditional because that's a new Tinker counter, I guess, with the Change Your Dark Ascension. But I would say he's pretty strong against him as well.
Good attempt by Chaos to play onto that Wraith King as he is reasonably low.
Bottom lane, we're also seeing some aggression. They're considering going for VT Faded and Milan. Now they realize Milan is the easier target. Shadow Shaman, no Hex, only Shackles. You really can't fight this to the death. I think this might be the first blood for them. He's dancing his way to his own grave. One last hit, Yonason Fan will get that lucky shot as well. And finish off Milan.
Rajic so far basically playing the position 3 until Peksu comes up top to give him a little bit of assistance. Night Stalker already with a decent CS lead though. Oh, symmetrical.
Oh, wow.
Wait, what?
What? There's that line again.
Fortunate. I didn't catch it. Must have just been MATUMBAMAN walking up, double null, right clicking down with a Spirit Siphon. Quick little crypt swarm. Symmetrical, not respecting the DP, and now not respecting the rotation from Milan. TP's come in. Go Power Rangers to try and defend the Tinker. Not quite enough damage to bring him down. The Ghosts finally chase him round the tower as the root connects. The Shadow Shaman's caught. MATUMBAMAN chased down, but the Ghosts still doing a significant chunk of damage, and then they should be returning soon to heal old woman up.
Has Dark Ascension ready. Still saving the skill point, and he has indeed a Silence or an extra point in Void. C. The Smoke Gang. His Dark Ascension used. Symmetrical, run away. Use the laser. He's gonna fight this. Use the rearm for a second laser. Has to keep that laser up on Kezu. Yeah, hits him a second time, but the magical damage is already good enough. Laser won't be good enough with a Heavenly Grace as well, helping him out. Get the blind off him. Third death for Symmetrical this game. Where's the... Oh, wow, yeah, that is very deep Observer. That's almost to see a rotational observer, right? It's a Tinker observer and a rotational observer, so you know when the supports are going anywhere. Oh, mid lane. Find the Tinker again. Symmetrical can't keep on dying. MATUMBAMAN uses Exorcism for this, but here comes the support. The cavalry with Rolling Thunder included. They're gonna find MATUMBAMAN, forcing him away. Nice pinball play. Goodbye to Matumba.
Yeah, beautiful from Yonason Fan using that ramp absolutely perfectly to catch MATUMBAMAN. And that's Exorcism on cooldown for 2 minutes now. Your tier 1 mid defended. Tinker now potentially just sits back in the jungle and farms on through. I would like to see him go further to the east to the triangle as Misery getting blown up by Yonason Fan and Peksu. He gets a D-ward on his way through though. Misery finds the obs, clears it up. You're still hitting your timings. Like, Boots of Travel doesn't have the Soul Ring, but still reasonably good timing. As long as he's ahead of the Morphling, it's all fine. Third Exorcism of the game. MATUMBAMAN onto that top lane, looking for the tier 1 with the catapult wave, but here we are. Tinker coming into TP and play to defend your objectives. They've blown up Misery, and they look for additional targets. They're terrorized, catching Night Stalker as they roll forward. Look at him, he's in the bloody little hole there. Pangolier somehow gets forward, but not enough to get the kill. Kezu turns with MATUMBAMAN, and a 3x kill streak removed from the hands of the Pangolier. Which objectives get into these enemy spots to find the Tinker, delay his farm. A lot of this is going to be coming down to delaying the timing of the Wraith King and the Tinker as Kezu finds the Pangolier. Nice little AoE silence, and that damage. Massive right clicks from Dark Ascension. Kezu rips him absolutely to pieces. He is a big beefy boy, and with this Aegis, the pressure is going to be close to insurmountable for Aachen City. They're going to smoke up. They do not have Relic or anything on Rajix. No Reincarnation even leveled up either on that Wraith King.
Like, all the ags depends on what it's like, what skill it's related to.
If it's linked to a skill, or if it's linked to a hero, or it's just linked to ags being purchased.
Yeah. Like, for example, the ult's Night Stalker, his ags was actually linked to darkness. So you wouldn't get the vision. It wasn't actually a passive. MATUMBAMAN. Okay. There's an initiation, but Guardian Angel gets him some space. Even with Terrorize to disengage, Kezu keeps on fighting this. I don't think this is the right choice, Kezu. Kezu has to run away. The Tinker goes up to the high ground just to get those heat-seeking missiles out. MATUMBAMAN still fighting this here. They killed Wraith King once, and they'll kill him again. Goodbye to Wraith King. Carry for offlaner for now, but you will lose MATUMBAMAN in the process. Aachen still wanted to fight this. Oh, Snake's doing work, but so is the March of the Machines. Milan cannot get close to them. VT Faded finally joins the fray. Adaptive Strike doesn't quite kill the Morphling, as Milan being harassed by this annoying Yonason Fan. Milan just wants to get the shackles off. Oh, Yonason Fan the kill with a well-placed swashbuckle, but VT Faded copies him, and they have enough damage to stop that TP. So I think that's pretty even. Maybe even slight win for Chaos, just because they get the carry kill.
But they kept that Tinker up and running. You know, Symmetrical just spamming out rockets and lasers, rockets and lasers. He has Blink Ether Lens, and he is going into that Scythe device build that I mentioned, going for the hard lockdown against the DP, Omni, and the Morphling, which is heavily required. Oh, they're getting Omni Knight, Misery in trouble, found by the Willow and the Jakiro, and hey, look, would you believe it? Symmetrical's Tinker arrives, says thank you very much for the kill, and maybe they go for more. MATUMBAMAN is isolated. He's not exposed, though, has the backup of the fog, the terrain being used to his advantage. Tinker going Force Staff, Blink Force, an item combination that we rarely see nowadays, but this used to be the core build. This used to be the build on Tinker.
Yeah.
Have that double maneuverability, you split push the map much more safely, and you can get away from Kezu's AoE silence. Pablo can't.
Yeah, that was a great transition. Pablo's dead here. Goodbye. And will they find another support here? Pexu's just like, I just wanted to help my teammate. Why? Stop murdering me. Nothing you can do. Poor Pexu, man. He's just a hero. He's a walking cannon fodder. Or I guess flying in his case.
So Chaos, they read this. They read it perfectly. It's so obvious. If I can see it, Chaos can see it. And Chaos are going to smoke and walk right into it. They're ready.
Okay. Yeah, the smoke into the high ground. It's gonna work out for Chaos. Nice silence though, and Chaos seems with the exorcism to be just holding on to it for now. Is just the Aghanim destroying the Willow for now? It's gonna be Pango and Willow done. Pexu being the sacrificial pawn here as always. Pexu accepting his fate as a cumbersome Jakiro. That's 3 dead though.
Time comes around full circle. They get themselves Aegis and Cheese. Second Roshan of the game here, and Chaos in good stead now with Morphling top of net worth. Lincoln's and Aegis in hand.
It seems like a joke, but the level 20, 10 plus 10 damage for the March of the Machines is ridiculous at defending that high ground as well.
Yeah, that is definitely a challenge for Chaos, breaking high ground, but they move on to the Wraith King.
Nice morph there. They have the silence as well. Everything's gone. And they kill him a second time. Terra is forcing them away. VT faded. Turns to the Wraith King again. Second Wraith Fire Blast. Good snakes. They catch him in the middle of him. They force them forward, but it's just not good enough. And Kez is ready to start pummeling the poor Chikiro again. Just caught out easily and killed off. Pexu unable to move this game as Chaos proceeds forwards and tries to take a tier 3. They're disarmed here. Morphling not too lucky there, but he's going to turn into Wraith King to continue hitting this tower. He's actually loses Aegis. Okay, as Wraith King, so he's actually role-playing as the hero, gets that reincarnation off.
They need to finish that tier 3 and back out, it feels like. No buyback on Wraith King or Jakiro, but their respawn timers are low enough. Tinker defended decently. The main reason they didn't lose a full lane there was Symmetrical, of course. Spamming out March and homing missiles, or heat-seeking missiles. And trying to take down the Pango top, and they get him with the Morph Stun. Kezu sets it up for yet another kill, and that's him dead for 50 seconds. No Pangolier for that next push. With Cheese and level 3 Exorcism on DP, it feels like it's coming soon.
It gives you tower push, gives you a bit of extra damage. It makes you useful and not so dependent on the Exorcism.
Blow, honestly, is the sickest thing, I feel.
Well, the Ags?
Yeah, the Ags.
Yeah.
Down to like 0 move speed or whatever the hell it is.
Radiant are scanning.
Oh, red cheeks.
They purge for half a second.
I agree. It is pretty powerful. I like the sustain it provides for you as well, though, as a DP. I mean, look, he's just fighting at the Blade Mail without a care in the world. Usually here you see a DP commit Exorcism just for this kill, but there's no need. MATUMBAMAN knows. Suck off the Wraith King and murder him there. Easy. MATUMBAMAN.
Kezu with a blink dagger, able to get in on top of that Wraith King very nicely.
I'm quite happy with this, MATUMBAMAN. I love that taunt. The fact that it ends with a rainbow is fantastic. And the blink dagger on Kezu, I agree. Being able to close down the distance easily, going for an nullifier next to make sure that Scythe device can't be used on the Tinker. Oh, the Milan in the top lane. I think he's going to go down here. Using the Hex and the Snakes, though, so it seems like he's waiting for his team to come and join in again, and they will in time. Pexu, the first to die, as per usual, following tradition, but who's not expecting to die is Symmetrical, who gets chased down by an angry Night Stalker and finished off. They can't cancel his TP by Yonasom fan. That doesn't really matter. They got the most important hero, Symmetrical.
Would desperately love to have that buyback ready now.
This is the time to force the buyback for the Tinker. Like, you're either using buyback or Tinker or losing Elena Rex. Perhaps two if the exorcism is good enough. I mean, Glyph gives you a bit more time. Nah, you can't stun out this woman though. She's gonna eat up those racks. Terrorize force though. BT faded, forced back, and so is the Death Prophet. Is there a follow-up? MATUMBAMAN still has the cheese, still has the Death Prophet Ghost. You have a chance to catch a Tinker yourself and just give some time for the rest of your team to come in. Heart completed on MATUMBAMAN. Nullifier is up, or should be up once Night Stalker buys that helm. Well, last Roshan come with, by the way. There was... Am I... No, yeah. Did that Roshan not come with the Ags? Yeah, there's Ags from Milan. There it is. So that's Mass Serpent Wards with even more damage. There we go. BT faded, comes in. He has the Aegis, quite confident. Synthetic as well to give him side resistance. Milan saved by the Guard Angel and the BKB. Pexu dies first. And Kezu is just chasing after Pablo. First the supports, now the cores. They've been left behind. Rajik's alone. Waits the reincarnation. They shackle poor Yunasum Fan alone. And now Yunasum Fan's gone. Rajik's even with a BKB is top of the Scotty. He's slow and they can just catch him. They're gonna ignore him actually. They don't care. Exorcism is destroying those racks. Now Milan sacrifices himself. MATUMBAMAN goes for the kill on the Tinker. Can't quite find him. Ice Pass to save him. VT faded. Blows up Rajik's. And all they have to do now is take the tier 4s. They have no buybacks on either of these heroes. Take those tier 4s quickly. Perhaps the death of Night Stalker would slow him down. He eats the cheese. There's not even that much health because of the urn, but it doesn't matter. It's just enough to survive. The GG will be called out. Chaos takes this game and forces a potential tiebreaker situation in the European region. Now, 27-11 the score, 32k difference. Chaos, I think, drafted this pretty well. That Tinker got cancelled by a Night Stalker, and overall, honestly, really well played by Chaos. This is the kind of Chaos I was expecting to see coming in the qualifiers.